Because watch out now, quite often, these kind of people who don't like take responsibility for them action are the kind of parents where run where go foreign, so them a look opportunity for the youth and left them youth all both with family member. So them a go fix things and forward for the youth them. Enough time even when things fix and them up them they are foreign, live with man and woman and them man and woman, they picnic, you know, Rasta, look at the fucker now. Them live this with this new life and them don't keep them promise in a Rasta. Them just send money go Jamaica for ease them conscience. But them don't want the youth them round them.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Them left the youth them for languish. Sometime in a torture because some of them family member are fuck up. And deal with the youth them wicked. Some of the time the youth them not even see a bills out of the money.
A sad reality.
Yes, man. Them abuse the kids them mentally, physically, emotionally.
Terrible.
Yeah, man, I saw them thing they got enough of the time in a Rasta. When picnic come stay with family and them thing, them picnic they have to do the whole of the work on the plantation while all those other cousins and them thing they cock up. And I watch TV whole day, them now take up a broom. And big up the people them will run away for get a better life and really keep them promise and take them youth, you know, Rasta, and bring them youth amongst them and hold the responsibility there. Because I know sometimes nothing now to go on and you have to left them, you know. But enough people left the youth them in a them situation they avoid them responsibility. And the youth them end up get rape and all kind of fuckery sometime, bridging, and me I tell you them thing there. Go up on them head and them can't good again out in a life. And then later now when the youth them go through a whole heap of fuckery by themselves. And then later on now in a life you go to the youth them, you know, whether he's a father will left them from the mother or a mother will left them from family. And the youth all a move certain way and attack certain way I go talk about. Don't talk to your father like that. The youth don't know you. Don't come tell him why him don't know you. The objective reality is that him don't fucking know you. And if it's a daughter, she don't know you. But I'm your mother. A mother or father is a role, not a title. It come with take responsibility for your action that them now for suffer feed. Alright, watch out. There are mechanisms in the human mind we put there for make us survive against all odds, you know, even if I choose self-delusion. Because the mind now enter a desperate state because of the years of trauma where you endure. Because of these pent-up insecurities now, you start live for prove yourself. Again, watch out now. Like I said before, you know, for one of the episodes them.
Yes.
When you're abused so long, you start to abuse, or you start to say the abuser then, as powerful. You say abuse as power. So if somebody has step on them now for so long and them say this powerful foot bottom here with these powerful 10 toe, what them are going to naturally do now is create a foot bottom for somebody else look under. So when parents don't see when them abdicate responsibility, is the monsters where them create for other people later on in a life.
You believe that?
Oh, you mean them turn them picnic in a ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend in the making? Because them are create competitors, not husbands and wives for people later on in life.
And you're sticking by those words?
Yes, man, that me I say. A whole heap of people you sit there with one another, bad mind one another, one of them bad mind the next one.
How so?
Because them idea of power in the relationship is to make the next one powerless so them can feel a sense of superiority. And like I think in a psychology now named the Oedipus mother, them do everything to create a situation where that person is dependent on them. And all if them get $1 billion, you know, them no business if hungry kill you, you know. Because them being in another position there, make them feel powerful. And this kind of attitude parents often create in them children when them run from them responsibility.
Causing more problems.
Yeah, man, them create children who go on to become people who get a sense of security by creating other people insecurity.
Earlier you said, these children often go on to become people who become competitors for husbands and wives and compete with their spouses.
Yeah, man.
Could you expound a bit on that, my brother?
All right, watch out. It's not just the level of relationship in terms of marriage and David. Them take the approach here to every level of relationship in terms of work, in terms of everything, Rasta. Them are the worst business partner. They are the worst type of people to try to work with. Because the insecurity in them, you know, become them reflex action and approach towards everything. So them try to outdo who them supposed to work with instead of do with. And these are the type of people who cannot commit 100% to anything at all unless it benefit them alone. You will try to work with them in any kind of relationship, man, and I beg them to invest this, whether in attention, time, or money, in this thing. Yeah. And them like, no interest. But make them go on them own, I see.
Indeed. A brilliant song. So, my brother, speak to me on the competition as it relates to marriage or dewit, as you so articulately put it, my brother.
All right, let me give you a perfect example. This thing I will talk about now happened some months ago, some years ago. No quote me, but on this thing. All right, but I know a lot of people can remember the situation with Stephen Curry wife.
That's who again?
Remember the basketballer, man, the brown brother yeah, man, the big thing for Golden State Warrior.
Got you.
Yeah, the basketballer.
Yes.
All right. Some time ago, like me say, all right, she did go up on Red Table Talk, that a Jada Pinkett show. Yeah, she have our next one too. All right, but watch her. She go up on the show apparently and them talk and it reach a point where she say, all right, I'm a quote. I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. So then I began to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me? She said, I don't want it, but it would be nice to know someone is looking.
But it would be nice. A little of that is good.
Yeah, but watch out, no, Virgin, you can't look on it so. You have to say this is a woman way. She have everything where every woman say them always want it. This is how I tell you, say the idea of things different from the reality, the process of the Virgin. Because you have a man with Christian-minded, open the door, pull out the chair, rich. And depend on how the woman stay if them have a type of colonial mindset. In brown.
You have a point.
But no matter how she sweet it up, she make it look like she not get enough, brethren. It appeared that she bored. That me I say. Often people like this, not saying she because I don't know her and many variables make every situation. But often people like this think that we are here because abuse is them normal. If you not abuse them, then that situation now where stability is present, then that is unfamiliar. So them run from it.
Why is that again?
Because them say spiritually mature people who grow up and accept the nature of existence for what it is and therefore bring stability to them own life. As weak, in a fair mind, Stephen Curry good a weak. What kind of man this about? Tell me about it. How was your day, honey? Yeah, man, them rather substitute that right now and go give him bun right now with a man where I say go suck your mother girl, back stomp kick. So in her mind, Steph Curry good a week if him not smoke and drink and a beg her gas money. Or if she not catch him a fuck her mother and her sister them. People with a mindset, they have to give them trouble. Him have a gangster.
Sad.
Yeah, man, the man will humble and budget for life and the problem them will come with it and can stabilize himself. It's seen as boring.
You're absolutely right and you're making me wonder if I should go home and see what wife is up to because why would she seem to have it all in this guy and want another man's attention. I don't get it.
Because watch a man. People with this mindset, yeah, again, have everything as an idea, including themselves. Because the idea of self what them have is that them need validation or approval from people to exist. There is no them. Who they are in their eyes is something that somebody decide to exist with an opinion. The only time the human can rise above such a situation is when them grow up and become spiritually mature. And when we say spiritual maturity again, what is my definition?
Let's pretend I don't know. You tell me.
All right. You're not learning, no. It is simply knowing when you've had enough and the courage to be irrelevant. Because if you don't know when you have enough, then you always have to have what everybody have. And if you don't have the courage to be irrelevant, you always see the need to constantly compete in order to be validated.
But humans need some of these things though.
Yeah, man, me not say, all right, remember, everything a balance, everything, as I say, have use. I always say that. It's encouraging when people say certain things and it definitely feel good. But when you can't live without it, that's where the problem come in. If somebody else have to say you're pretty, if somebody else have to say you're good looking, if somebody else have to always tell you something in order for you to believe it, then that's where the problem come in. Because if somebody else have to validate you, then them hold the power to destroy you. You give them that power. Boy, it's sad in a rasta, but I tell you, say you almost have to immature if you have a relationship. 95% of the time. Boy, I don't do. Most of we are spiritual pedophile, because most of we are fuck adult children. Because when a man I go tell you, say, boy, I have to deal them that way, yeah. I have to make sure say this, that. Well, boy, I tell you. That means that children you are fuck brethren. Look out for episode 14. Me done.
Hey! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, boom 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 time.